us through this. The picket captains, the girls that have been helping us with our checks. Jen's even doing it out there right now for anybody who's hasn't got their check yet. So she's out there doing that, like even to the last minute here. She's still out there working so hard, and we thank you for everything you've done, Jen.
The whole labor movement, and especially our Unifor brothers and sisters, have watched closely as your membership took on the employer for basic principles and basic workers' rights. It seems every set of bargaining these days, the employer wants to claw back wages, benefits, working conditions, longer hours. It's almost like we're back in the 80s again with employers. Standing up against your employer is not an easy task or an easy process. All of you should be proud of what you undertook and the sacrifices you endured during the strike.
I'd also again like to thank our National Secretary Treasurer Peter Kennedy, who made a decision above and beyond what we normally do in our union when I'm informed that he approved our national union to cover the cost of the full benefit package for our members of Cascade while they were on strike. In situations of a strike or lockout, our union will cover only the basic of benefits due to financial reasons, but in this particular case, because of the either unwillingness or inability, but I guess it doesn't matter at this point, of the employer and the insurance company to figure out how we could carve those benefits that we cover out. Peter just did a tremendous, made it excellent and very supportive decision for our members, and we will pass along our thanks for this entire group back to Peter when I head back to Ottawa. I want to thank your national representative, Gavin McGarrigle, who led the negotiations. If IMP group didn't know before, they certainly know now. Gavin is a fighter. He's a fighter for our members, and he did a fantastic job leading this negotiation. He did a fantastic job organizing events to make sure that your voices were heard in the public and right here in this hall, I recall, Gavin. I was with you, and you did a fantastic job calling out those who should be called out when it's disappointing to see when political leaders that are supposed to be backing the people that live in their jurisdiction in riding choose to remain silent. I think it's disgusting to say the least, to be honest with you, and I'm glad that we have Gavin and others to lead you guys in this important fight. I want to thank your bargaining committee. I got to work with these guys. Steve, Dean, Sean, and of course your chairperson, Nate. Every one of them I seen and watched for the week that I came down here and assisted with some of the collective bargaining. All I needed to see was these guys for a very short period of time, and you learned very quickly what their commitment was to. And their commitment was to you guys. Everybody in this room. Nothing else mattered to them except the members. But Jerry Dias, I want everybody to know that he played an absolutely critical role in assisting the bargaining committee and bringing this to a conclusion. He worked the phones with the Minister of Labor, he was on the phone with IMP Group, and he was the guy that made the final push at the end to help us end this strike so that we could get our members back to work. But most importantly, our national union thanks you guys, our members, and your families. The commitment, I'm trying not to get emotional, but your union is proud. It's a proud day. what many wouldn't do. You knew that there was a sacrifice when we have this type of fight, and you got behind your bargaining committee, and you said, we're willing to support you right to the end, and we're willing to make a sacrifice in order to protect the principles that we have established out here for many, many years in the history of bargaining at Cascade. And your union, right across this country, is so proud of every member in this room, and from the bottom of our hearts, we thank each and every one of you and your families for all the support that you showed to Unifor. So thank you.
Thank you very much, Amy. All right, I'm not even gonna belabor this at all. Gavin, come on.
You know, I think the company wanted you walking back to work demoralized and broken, and instead, as I said, you know, when you're on the picket line, you walked out as co-workers, you walked out as people that knew each other, maybe a few of you hung out together after work, but now, in every sense of the word, look to your left, look to your right, right beside you right now, these are really your brothers and sisters, for now and forevermore. There is no question in my mind, and in your bargaining committee's mind, you won. This was a victory. You faced down a ruthless employer, you beat back some vicious concessions, you deferred some other ones because of third parties in there, you've achieved excellent wage increases, you've achieved job security. Those managers and supervisors have to walk at you guys walking in as a family with your head held high. You didn't get everything you want, but you know what? If people would go out on strike and get everything they wanted, we'd see strikes every day, wouldn't we? Well, you went, you took that risk. Brothers and sisters, you won. This is a victory. So it's clean, it's tidy, it's spelled out what we could spell out. But as I said, there's no way that we could have got there without your solidarity. This isn't, you know, a lot of people have come up to me and said thank you, and I, again, say it sounds like a cliche, but I can assure you it's not. It's not thank you to me or even just to the bargaining committee or Shane. It is absolutely thank you to all of you. And again, your families, your partners, and your kids, and to the kids who are here today, you know, thank you for showing up. I'm sure they're kind of bored to be here at a big meeting, but you know, I know it's been tough and you have to have that support network, and you're the ones that give us the ability to speak on your behalf, and we're able to bring this home. So, folks, we want this ratified as high as possible. We want to march back in there as a team. We'll keep our head held high and keep our union strong and proud, and you guys should be very, very proud of yourself for everything you've done. So thank you, thank you.